Hello, everybody, to Ju22 and play ball. How's everything going, guys? Had a up and down type of day, but nothing too bad. Had a nice dinner. But with all that said, it's time! And our featured game of the night is going to be Atlanta at St. Louis for Game 2 in a best-of-3 series between those two, between St. Louis and Atlanta. Hope everyone is staying safe, and of course, usually the first person to come in is Atticus Black, the Chaos Reaper. But, excuse me, I just came back from, what is it, and also, hey, what's up, Crimson Ninja? And Crimson, your game is tonight, my friend. So, I could say that with confidence that, yes, you have a game today. Okay. Making sure, just making, just saving my video and whatnot, but how's everything going? I saw that I lost to Joker in... I forget if it was... I think it was in Chaos, I think. But either way, it was a lot of fun. Even though I didn't win, but it was a lot of fun to be Cat TJ. So, I'm cool with that. Okay. So, I just need to get a few other people, and we'll get started. I've also, well, I'll tell you more about it when we get to the game here. So, without any further ado, let's set this up. And if time permits, we might just very well get to Game 3. But that's if time permits. Like, if the game goes through very quickly, it's not even funny. But, you know, we'll try. We'll definitely try. Let's see who we have. Oh, yeah, that's right. Crimson Ninja and a couple of other people. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Let's get to the game. And I'll share the rest of this as we get to the start of the game. That way you guys are not waiting too long and whatnot, but let's do it. So the Braves have a 1-0 lead in a best-of-3, and if they win, they move on. But if the Cardinals win, then that'll force a Game 3. So that's what's at stake in this game. Max Fried and Jack Flaherty. For the Braves, they have Drum Monkey, Joker, and Walter Johnson. And on the other side, they still have Crimson Ninja, who, of course, is hoping that the Cardinals win this game in order to force a Game 3. But they do have Mr. DKO and Rockox64.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals.
Hey, what's up, Clinton? And of course, Clinton is just simply awaiting the winner of the Detroit-Houston series.
Coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, winning that first game of the 3-game series is so important. It puts the opposition.
I mean, that was a 7-0 blowout, and they kind of blew it out towards the end of that one.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next.
But anyway, hope everything's going well with Atticus and Basically the SDS trio.
Jack Flaherty is on the mound for game 2.
Or quartet if you want to include Crushing Kelly.
Jack Flaherty, call him Jack Flash. This guy throws in the upper 90s, 97 to 100 miles an hour. Great life up in the zone. Good hard breaking ball. He has tremendous mound presence. Gets the ball, throws it in a hurry. There isn't anything really finesse about this guy.
All right, so Crimson Ninja says he's doing well. I'm happy that that's the case.
First offering on its way. Eddie Rosario stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Okay.
The windup and a 1-0 pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
All right, so 1 down. And here is the starting lineup for tonight's game.
Who stands out to you, Danny?
As you can see, Walter Johnson, Brooklyn Joker, and Drum Monkey make up the bottom half of the lineup. But even then, there's really no safe outs. There are no sure outs other than the pitcher.
Here's the first baseman, Freddy Freeman, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there.
And man, there's a lot of rain outside, man.
Just go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you.
Yeah, raining cats and dogs. How clever.
There are umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the...
Hey, there's Rockhawk. And, well, this is the second game in a best-of-3, and, of course, Atlanta has the first game, so St. Louis is going to try to win this game in order to force a Game 3. But other than that, how you doing, man?
In this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher's going.
Although I will say those uniforms look pretty sweet.
3-1.
And Deidre Lewis, and of course most people know her best as Munchie. But how's everything? And I heard the good news. I don't know if I should share it, but I heard the good news and I thought it was great.
Just a tad off the plate.
I caught the C.
Benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
I know you have to be under the C.
Now at the plate is Ozzie Albies. His career number.
Bad joke there, I know.
A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. First pitch of the AB now. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I just hope that you stay,
Swings and misses, throw down.
and, whoa, they got the runner at second. They got Freeman. Oh, that's a huge out because that takes out the lead runner. And, in fact, that was a great tag by the Hawk. Look at that. Manages to catch it, then tag him, and, man, he's got that sweet mustache, though. But, yeah, I do hope you do feel better. If you need to rest, then I don't blame you. Anyway, nice hit there, but not quite far enough as it's caught by TKO. And that's a 1-2-3 inning.
Braves go down quietly. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score.
Well, hey, at least I hope that this will bring some entertainment for you, my friend. Also, hey, what's up, Brandon?
Max Fried
still has,
for game 2
but yeah, great to see Munchie here.
Zach, what's the word on it?
Hey, getting a look at lefty Max Fried, and man, has this guy come a long way in a short time. This guy's as good a left-handed starting pitcher as there is in the game. Smooth gas, 95 to 97 miles an hour. Good overhand curveball. He'll mix the steady diet of changeups in. When he starts to put all 3 of those pitches together, look out. We're looking at one of the top left-handed pitchers in all of baseball.
Tommy Edmond is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
All right. And then Munchie says, hey, Brandon. All right, so if you didn't mind me sharing the news as far as Munchie is concerned.
Off balance.
Oh, off balance. I mean, great play. And can't see who that is. Oh yeah, that's Drum Monkey. Anyway, great play there by Drum Monkey, but unfortunately could not throw out the runner at first going it. Could not beat the runner as he was able to beat the throw, is what I was trying to say. And they have a leadoff runner due St. Louis.
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
But yeah, if you don't mind me sharing the good news, I understand that you have a new addition in your family. I will pretty much leave it at that, but ooh, nice contact, but foul. And I understand that Clinton did a show of Oblivion, Oblivion Pro Wrestling, I think it was called.
Looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed.
I know it's Oblivion. I just have to remember the acronym. Oh, Oblivion Wrestling Federation. My bad. But yeah, I know that he did a show of OWF, and unfortunately I was at work at that time, so I couldn't watch it live as it happened. But I know that Clinton did a good show. Yeah, he did one this morning, so yeah, I couldn't enjoy it because again, I was at work. All right, so one down, a runner at first, bottom of the first.
And he misses again, 2-0.
That could be one of the downfalls of pitching out.
It was nuts. That's all I will say. Okay.
You're kind of in a difficult spot.
Here's the 2-0.
Two-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sink or change up right here. Got to get it up.
Three and one to the Cardinals left fielder.
You maybe get two pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
All right, 3-1 is the count, and he hits it. Oh, he hits it right to Freddy Freeman, and they get the double play. Man, what a play by Freeman! If he doesn't make that play, that would have busted that game open. It would have busted it open immediately. But unfortunately, the Cardinals are unable to cash in.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call it.
Do like the hyper-realistic graphics, I will say that.
Yeah,
Big oof indeed. I mean, of course, Atlanta is the heavy favorite to win, not just this series, but also win it all. I mean, they won it all last year for Blue Toad Baseball, but they also won it IRL, of course. But of course, the Braves are not known for winning a bunch of championships. Like, of course, we all know that St. Louis has won more championships in the National League than any other team that has ever played there. You know, especially with, hey, what's up, Jamar? And Jamar, I'm happy to say that your team made it to the National League Championship Series. And nice line shot there, but he hits it right to, I can't see his name. In fact, we're going to see who it was. Paul Goldschmidt. Shortstop, Rockhawk 64, right fielder, Mr. DKO. And then, of course, at catcher, the great Yadier Molina, a living legend.
Standing in now, Walter Johnson.
Yeah, you could very well be MVP. you know. But if there's one thing that isn't broken, it's the fact that you can still field. So play defense. So yeah, that's one thing that has not went away. Anyway, at bat right now is our good friend Walter Johnson, who was hitless in the previous game. Of course, it didn't matter because the rest of his team picked him up. But yeah, to go back to Munchie, I mean, she has a new addition in her life. So, again, that's all I'm going to say unless she wishes to say it. But you know, again, it's not for me to say. And Walter not going to swing at anything that's too close to him, too inside, so he's not going to swing at that. Congrats, Munchie. Well, do you know what you're congratulating her for? Swing and a miss, and that's it for Wally. Tried to tomahawk it, but not enough.
And with 2 gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And as you can see, the Milwaukee Brewers have already won their series, and they await our winner here in the NLCS.
Yep. So already in the league championship series in each side. I mean, you have the Yankees in the American League, and in the National League, the Brewers. You can say it, silly. Okay. So Munchie is going to have a baby. She's going to have a little Munchie. She's going to have a little one today. She didn't say what gender, but she did say that she was going to have a little one. So
Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
So yeah, she's having a baby. And at the end of 1.5 innings, it is still 0-0.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in.
Anyway, there you see Joker. And he's pretty big. I mean, even with the catcher's equipment on. But one thing that he does have, comparable to Brandon Cuevas, is he's got a cannon for an arm. So anyone who tries to steal second on him, they better be fast or they're going to get caught.
Fouled away.
And to get back to Fried, who is the pitcher for this one, he's at 11 pitches thus far.
That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ooh, very close, but not a strike. Now Arenado has to protect. And whoa! I didn't. That was close. Hopefully we can get a replay, but it doesn't look like we will. The look on Brandon's face is priceless.
Now here's the first offering.
Oh, well, I do have some good news as far as Munchie or Deidre Lewis is concerned, and that is I'm happy to say I found a spot for you in a different series. And that's the NHL series. I've been working a little bit on that one on my off time. But I'm happy to say that I found a spot in the roster for you. So I just wanted to share that little piece of news there. That way you can hit and score goals, but we'll get to that when we get to it. And on deck is Mr. DKO, and yeah, that guy is huge. He may not have the biggest arms, but he's got a big butt. Oh, yeah. Of course, that's something that Brandon's brother has done a lot. You know, Jose has won 2 straight championships. And they were both with the New Jersey Devils. Ah, okay. Well, before I get to that, he hits this, and it's out! Molina comes through in the clutch like he has always done. And it's out of here.
So a solo shot down the line.
For a moment, I didn't think it was going to make it, but it made it. And oh, but wow. Molina just does what he does, like the legend that he is. So St. Louis takes a 1-0 lead. Anyway, to answer Munchie's question, originally, so basically you just simply inherited a spot that someone else had. I'm not going to say who you replaced, but I will say that the team, or the position that you inherited from the person that you did, they were drafted by, I'll just type in the name.
We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead.
Also, hey, what's up, Wally?
Back up the middle.
And a hit right down the middle, and just like that, St. Louis has a runner at first. 2 hits straight.
Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get
All right.
discouraged. Sometimes
I'm just typing this for Munchie.
the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
All right, so New York Rangers, right wing.
Into the box.
So in layman's terms, that means that's an offensive position. Hockey has 3 positions. One is an offensive position, a defensive position, and the goalie. So, yeah. So I have no doubt that you're going to power your way through. And a stolen base attempt, and he got him. DKO, not the fastest, and unfortunately, he may be faster than most his size, but not fast enough. DKO out.
They might play it a little safer going forward.
Well, it's not the championship game, but it's consider it like the semifinals. You're just 1 away. You're just 1 away. Anyway, up next at bat is our good friend Rockhawk64. Ooh, good hit, but foul. Oh, and as for Clinton, do you want to know which team you ended up on? Clinton? And ooh, nice hit there, but is it deep enough? And it's a big fly for the Hawk. Rockhawk with a huge big fly, and now it's a 2-0 lead for the Cardinals. I mean, they say that the Rock is going to roll. Well, he just rolled into a big fatty, and it's gone over the left field wall, and you still got his wing. Yeah, you still got your wings, buddy.
Well, people always wonder why some players make
Boom!
so much money. And there's your
Let's see
answer.
how far that
The
one
great
went.
ones find a way to rise to the occasion.
Much to the chagrin of Drum Monkey, who is a member of the Braves. Okay. And it's popped up and caught. That's the end of the inning, but not before giving up 2 home runs.
Come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Braves nothing.
Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Number 28, 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the
Okay. I was looking just to make sure what team he was on. I didn't want to like accidentally say which team he was on and then be wrong.
Even though it's early.
Okay.
Here's the first pitch. Fouled off.
I was booing our pitcher. I see. So, of the 8 teams, the Red Wings were actually not one of the teams that we're drafting this year. So for that reason, you ended up getting picked by their perennial rivals for the longest time, the St. Louis Blues at left wing. I don't know if that upsets you, or maybe you might like it. I don't know.
1-2 now as that
Okay.
fouled off.
Oh, and for Brandon, you want to know where you ended up as well?
From their dugout, this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound.
Anyway, another hit, and this time for the Atlanta Braves.
For the Braves.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter.
Okay.
You're gonna have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
So now to the plate, number 64. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Cuevas, New Jersey Devils, right wing. And for Walter, I'll get yours.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Oh boy, that fits him right in there. Yeah, it does.
This misses for ball 4. The second
Back to
walk
your
is
homestead,
surrendered
though.
in
Yeah.
3 innings.
Always tough to issue a free pass.
And to answer your question, no, the Vegas Golden Knights were not one of the teams that we're drafting this year. So, to answer your question, so
Now to the plate,
okay.
the pitcher, Max Fried.
So I'm just answering for Mr. Wally Johnson.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball.
Johnson, Calgary Flames, formerly of Atlanta, right wing. So that's an offensive position. Same thing with Brandon. Anyway, while we were talking, now Joker is on base. He's on base at second.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
So now Atlanta has a chance to either cut into this lead, tie it, or even go ahead. Yeah, it just made sense given the fact that the Flames were in Atlanta when they first started.
With the 0-1 pitch.
So it only made sense given, this is Walter Johnson we're talking about, the character.
It's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
And this pitch is
And, ooh, that falls just foul by Max Fried.
He's got that certainly timed up now.
No relation to Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Oh, Flaherty walked Drum Monkey. I didn't see that. And he gets him looking. 1 down.
first out of the inning.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
All right, back to the top of the order with Eddie Rosario, who is 0 for 1.
Eddie Rosario, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Oh, okay, so Joker reached at second as Drum Monkey was walked, because I know that Joker got a hit.
And
Oh, and a wild ball!
by Molina as that pitch gets
And that will move the runners one base. And now you have runners at third and second. So, oh man. Hey, what's up, Mobman 2010?
But instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play.
How's everything going in Mobland?
Second and third with one down. A little bouncer.
And the face palm. Well, now Flattery is going to have to pitch himself out of this one. Hey, what's up, Joker? Joker, you're at third base right now on the base paths, so your team is at bat right now. But it's up to Eddie Rosario to get the job done.
And it's fouled away.
Of the Puerto Rico squad in the World Baseball Classic. And he hits it! Well, they'll tag the runner at third, but they give up a run. They take out the second leading runner, and that will allow the runner to the batter who was at bat to get to first, Eddie Rosario. So they kind of had to sacrifice. They gave up one run to get the lead runner or the second lead runner out. Fielder's choice, absolutely. They get the... Yep, they got him out at second. They get the force at second, but they give up one run, and at the end, it is 2-1 Cardinals. Tactical play. Yeah, that was a very tactical play. Definitely. Good luck beating the solution for the G6 Tag Team Championships. Well, thank you. And I understand that this is on LTD this Saturday, right? Joker side. Ooh, good hit. Butt foul. Am I outfield, TJ? All right. Let me see.
And another foul ball.
Yes, you're a right fielder. You're in right field. And you already have one out to your credit.
There with a 1-2 count.
All right, so you have the opposing pitcher on the other side.
Ball two.
Ball two.
He's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is
well,
to throw a strike to a guy that
hey,
won't swing the bat.
may the best team win.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2. What a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home.
We got 7 viewers with 77 messages. 777, baby. And the pitcher gets walked. Wow. That's got to be humiliating, especially for Max Fried to give up a walk and to give it up to the opposing pitcher of all people.
So it's back to the top of the order now.
All right, so now we have Tommy Edmond back, who has a single to begin with. Yeah, it's raining in the game. I just wish it rained over here. And, ooh, nice hit there, but not far enough as Wally gets to it. And, of course, Wally has a cannon for an arm. One down.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging.
All right, so a ball to start off with. 1-0.
Wide 2-0.
And now Max Fried going to have to tighten up his pitching a little bit.
3-0 now.
Wow, 3 straight balls to start off with.
You'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0. You can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Swing and a miss. And Jen Richards is very sad or in a very bad mood.
Against a hitter of this quality.
I would ask if there's something. Nice hit there, and that's going to. Well, that's going to advance the runners one base.
Live action that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not.
Nice hit there by Goldschmidt. So now you have runners at first and second. But wow. But I noticed that Jen is upset. I don't know what's happened there.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill.
Not sure if it was from another show, but another hit.
And that's through into left to base.
And wait a minute, they're going to run for it. And the pitcher tags the bag or tags the base before he gets tagged out. And let's see, are they going to take out Freed? I mean, Freed is at 44 pitches, but he's given up 3 runs. But yeah, hope everything's going well, Jen. Other than the fact that you're in a bad mood. I mean, a lot of people are in a bad mood, I will say, though.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, it seems like that. And now a wild pitch. Well, they get the lead runner out. 2 down.
That's a tough one right there. You're already in scoring position, so if you're a base runner in that situation, you've got to see it actually get away if you're going to try and take third.
Well, now you have only 1 runner and a runner at second with 2 outs now. So, but great play there by Joker to get 1 at third.
Guy right here, why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
And ooh, nice contact, but in the seats, but foul.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, to me, it just looks like he's really aiming the ball a little bit right now. And it's funny, when you do that, you usually...
And, well, a line out to third, but that's going to end the inning, but not without giving up another run. Thanks to that man, Tyler O'Neill. Because as you can see, the pitcher was at second, and a good enough hit to where the pitcher was able to get to home. So that's a 3-1 lead right there.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Well, we've had more runs in this game than we've had in most other games here.
That'll bring up Ozzie Albies. Now here's the first offering.
That's the ball. Outside.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And he fouls this one off.
And a foul. But I will say that this is going to look more like a hitting display rather than a pitching masterpiece that we've had. You know, the last couple of games, we've had a couple of games where the pitcher has been dialed in, and other times the relief pitchers would do a great job of filling in when they had to. But here, it's an offensive display, so it's going to come down to who has enough good pitching and who's going to have the bats to do it. It's a combination of those two things that's going to lead whoever's going to win this game.
That pitch was way down.
Full count.
2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more off to expand the strike zone. But he did.
Oh, got caught looking. 1 down.
Even close.
So it's a backwards K on the
4 strikeouts for Jack Flaherty.
Quietly leading off the 4th. Standing in now, Austin Riley. Shoots this one
And
over
he hits it, but he hits it right to Goldschmidt and tags the bag. 2 down. And just like that, we are back to Wally Johnson.
He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And
of course, Wally would love to make a dent in that scoreboard. If not, get himself on base for the next guy to get him in.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2.
Well, now, wait a minute, Clinton. You're on the Yankees. You do know that, right?
Flip a coin and go all
unless you're, that is one of your favorite teams, I guess, but... I mean, I could see it if that was the case, but okay.
Wow, that was a pretty good two-step.
But yeah, I hope everything's going well with you, Jed.
And the umpire too.
And he tomahawks this, but it is popped up too high. And that's another 1-2-3 inning
Down in order go the Braves. They still
for Flaherty.
3-1.
It's still 3-1.
Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
It is because the Braves stopped me from the World Series last year.
To discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and he was very pleased with how.
I mean, who's to say the Cardinals wouldn't stop you this year? You can't doubt that. And who's to say that, either, Houston or Detroit, if, whoever wins that series couldn't stop you. Just saying. But now here's the man that started it all. That won that solo home run in the second by Yadier Molina. Now to see if our pitcher remembers what a strike zone is. Well, he better know because, well, it didn't take long as that results in an out, and it's a line out right to, who else? Drum Monkey.
Stepping in next,
1 down.
Number 18, a base hit in his first trip. Now the pitch. This is
And what a shot! But not far enough. I mean, it was a line out, but he hits it right to him, though. A great shot, but it just didn't. But he hit it right to him.
Hold off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Yeah, great hit. Again, he just hit it right to him. And now we get back to Rockhawk 64.
We'll take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
So we'll see if the Rock is ready to roll. And of course, Max Fried knows that all too well, man. He knows. And in fact, it doesn't look like he wants to give him that
What we're
pitch.
seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Now the 2-1. He sends it out.
And he hits this one, and that might not come back. And it's out of here. That's 2 in a row for the Hawk. Man, the Hawk is on fire. El Fuego, baby.
The Cardinals open it up now. It's 4-1.
2 solo jacks, baby.
Well, he's obviously very comfortable in the spot.
I just keep knocking him out. Yep, there's Rockhawk there in the chat there.
Especially when you
Boom!
make a mistake as bad as this one. Missed his location, and he takes it out of here in a heartbeat.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He'll lay off a curveball in the dirt.
Bartender Jack. Yeah.
0 for 1 in the ballgame.
And And he gets a base hit, does Bader.
1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do. Hit in front of the pitcher, not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Jack Flaherty is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
All right, so Flaherty managed to get to first on a walk, so he doesn't have any at-bats technically.
Fouled off.
Nice foul off there by Flaherty. But yeah, I mean, Rock is having a performance of a lifetime, man.
Clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right
I
there.
mean, 60
You'd like to
pitches
have
for
that
Max Fried, though.
Swing at that one again.
He's throwing beach balls out there.
And he gets
And he-
under this one a bit as this
and
is
he,
lifted into
pops it
center
up.
field.
And that will end it, but not before giving up another home run to that man right there. Just bask in his glory. Look at him.
The solo
Boom.
shot stretches their lead even further. We're through 4. St. Louis leads it 4-1.
So, Rock, what do you think of not just the mane, like the gold hair, but also the stash? What do you think of it, man? All right, so Adam Duvall at the plate right now.
Fastball off the plate away for ball 1.
I think I need to go lay down for a bit. Oh, okay. I know you don't want to overextend yourself, man. I just, you know, your health is more important without question. If you need to lay down, by all means. But just, you know, just take good care of yourself. If you need something to eat, like a soup or something, get yourself some. But you did good on the character, TJ. He is swinging the bat too hard.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye level.
And up next is Brooklyn Joker, and look at that stash. That stash is nothing to sniff at. And he's a pretty tall guy. I think that's really the only difference between Rock and Joker is that they're both pretty strong. It's just that Joker is taller, and he stands at 7 feet tall.
Serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Next, it'll be number 28. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, guys.
So now for Brooklyn Joker, if he hits a home run somehow, that's going to cut the lead down to 1. So Flaherty knows very well not to give him anything to pitch to. So I have to think that you know, Jack is going to have to be careful with messing with the Joker.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack.
And if he can do that, he'll go from a Jack to a king. From loneliness to a wedding ring.
That's the ball.
Bonus points for anyone who has ever heard that song before. It's, you know, it's called From a Jack to a King. It's a pretty good song. I like it. Back to this match, or back to this game, I should say. And he hits it right to third to get 1, but Joker does beat the throw at first, so 1 down. And up next is his tag team partner in the WWE series, in Blue Toad Wrestling, and in most other places, Drum Monkey.
For the first pitch, a check at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. First pitch on its way.
And, a wild pitch, but Joker not going to run on it. I mean, Molina may not be the spring chicken that he once was, but he can still throw people out.
Dive, but he's back. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game.
Well, let's see what Drum Monkey's going to do. Oh, got caught low in the strike zone.
And that evens the count at 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Swing and a miss.
Big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
2-2 is the count, and
Over to the bag, and he's back easily. Runners on first with one down. He's running. Pitch inside.
And wait a minute, Joker's going to try to steal,
Line throw, but they
and
still got it.
not
Good job
quick enough
getting
as
it
Joker
down
gets
there.
caught.
A lot of times, if a guy is
And now the bases are empty. I mean, Joker was trying to steal a bag, but he got caught stealing by, of course, Yadier Molina and the man who tagged him, Rockhawk 64.
Into the windup.
So now Drum Monkey has nobody on base to hit for, and he's not going to get a hit at all because he got caught looking. And that's the end of the inning.
They trail it 4-1. Stepping up is Tommy Edmond. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
The second baseman, Tommy
First pitch on the way.
Edmond.
Fouls it off.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all
So
game.
far, St.
I gotta
Louis,
believe as
for
an
the most
offense,
part,
you just
is
gotta throw that
playing their
pitch away
game,
and move on
and
to
they're
the
playing
next
it
one.
well.
Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1.
I mean, so far, St. Louis is just,
Can't keep the weight
yeah,
back.
fiddlesticks
He's lost
indeed.
behind 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss on
And
the
a swing and a miss,
fastball,
and
that's the
down
first
goes
down.
Edmond.
It's always nice
But-
to keep a guy that has
and that's
good
only his
wheels
third
off
strikeout
base,
for
and
Max
that's
Fried.
just what they did right there.
No
Big
relation to
strikeout,
Maxwell
keep
Jacob
that guy
Friedman,
off the base
as
path.
I've said before.
Smith.
Just absolutely fooled Edmond.
Into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
All right, so 1
It's
for
been a
2
little bit
with the
of a
single.
rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get
Not as
really
good as
picky,
drumsticks.
Less than 60%.
I mean,
of his
do you-
first
I'll tell
pitches
you
have
one.
been for strikes.
I'll tell you one thing.
Hit back up the middle.
If there's one kind of drumsticks I do like, it's
Just about overshot his
it's the ice cream. You know, the ice cream known as drumsticks. Those are good.
So the bases
Love
are
them.
empty with 2 gone now. And into bat
Just not
next
enough
will
to
be
marry them.
Tyler O'Neill.
Marry them. I can tell you that much. But I agree.
Good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
All right, so in the bullpen we have A.J. Minter and Chris Martin,
Throwing in the bullpen.
and we'll see which one of those two is going to get the call next.
8 hits, and
Yes.
no errors so far for the Redbirds. Now a fastball that's
And then Clinton says, "Drum, have you drummed with drumsticks? I mean, chicken and ice cream." Oh yeah, I forgot about the chicken drumsticks. Those are good too, especially from KFC.
Fouled away.
Of course, if you get chicken from Winco, those are pretty good too. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty good.
Misses for the second ball.
Like them.
High chopper towards first. Scooped up and on to first.
And well, that's a 1-2-3 inning for Atlanta, but
1-2-3 go the Cardinals. But they
now
get
they just have
4-1.
to start producing on offense. Top of the 6th coming up.
Dansby Swanson will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 7, Dansby.
All right, so we have a pinch hitter, and that man is Dansby Swanson. Swing and a miss.
Out in front of a breaking ball there for a strike. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's just 1 for 6.
Ooh, good drink there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded to the right.
And he hits it,
Fielded
but he hits it right to the second baseman. They get him out at first. 1 down.
Retired here to begin the 6th. And now in the box, Eddie Rosario. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
And Rosario pops it,
Right fielder is on the run,
but a bit too far and a bit too high. Nice catch there by Mr. DKO.
So next up will be Freddy Freeman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Chicken sticks, yes I have, but no ice cream.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
the big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2.
Excuse me.
Just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of
I mean,
getting
speaking
a
of
pitch
chicken,
again
I
are
did have
way worse.
Wingstop. I'm not sure if you guys have a Wingstop near where you live, guys. I know some people might have fire wings. Other people have, of course, the ever popular Buffalo Wild Wings, and those are good too. But I had Wingstop, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Now, obviously, if I want a much more fuller chicken, I would go to some place like KFC or El Pollo Loco. My favorite chicken places, other than Wingstop, of course. And coming in, finally, is Chris Martin. Although, if you ask Drum Monkey, that probably should have happened 2 innings ago. Or 4 innings, rather. But now it's up to him to try to salvage this game for what it's worth. Well, first he has to get by Nolan Arenado.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Martin is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout.
I'm partial to my B-dubs. B-dubs?
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody
Buffalo
out.
Wild Wings, yeah.
Like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great.
Wingstop is okay.
To let his defense
But yeah,
help him out
you know,
and
of
make
course,
some plays.
the one that started all, Buffalo Wild Wings. Those are awesome, man.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on.
Anyway, swung and out is Arenado,
That's his
striking
second
out.
strikeout of the game. I would be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Yadier Molina will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the
And here's what he did in the second inning.
To take another look at his solo home run.
As
Help get
wow,
this
big
offense going.
fly. It was high and yet it was far. Asian zing and Caribbean jersey sauce. Those are good. I definitely you know, not to say I've had those, but I've had family members who have had the Asian zing and they say that it's awesome. But I don't think I've had anyone try the Caribbean jersey, so I wouldn't know what it tastes like.
On to Freeman at first, and there are
And they get the out at first with Molina.
next to bat
2
for
down.
St. Louis, number 18. He's 1 for 2
And up
in the
next is
ball
Mr. DKO again. Oh, Caribbean jerk. Oh, okay. No, I have never tried those flavors.
fouled off.
I've had I've had orange. I've had what is it? Orange? Yeah, orange. Kind of like orange chicken. I've had honey. I've had honey and sweet barbecue, and of course I've had the original buffalo sauce. And he hits it right to Rosario, but that's going to result in an out. So now it's at the end of 6. It is 4-1 St. Louis.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
And of course, Albies would love to get a hit and start a rally here.
Here it is.
Oh yeah, teriyaki. I haven't tried that yet, but I should try it.
Probably
It sounds good, and I've had it once before, but that was a long, long time ago. But I remember I had it once, and it was good.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now.
And of course, we have Luis Garcia and Alex Reyes in the bullpen. But Flaherty has had a great game. He's at 83 pitches, and he's only given up 1 run to this point. And he hits it down the line.
Inside the third base bag, a fair ball.
And that might be a double, and it will be. There it is. And that's a great way to start if you're Atlanta. If you're going to start a rally, if they're going to come back in this game, they got to make a comeback, and they got to do it now. And it starts with that hit. Great hit there by Albies. Now, if Austin Riley can do it,
so now to the plate, Austin Riley.
Then they have something going.
Behind the plate. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
I may as well ask Drum Monkey while you're still here. How do you feel about being the champions on Blue Toad with Joker?
As a play, 1 down.
You know, because you guys did successfully defend the tag team titles at Clash of Champions in a 3-team tables match. It turned out to be a 1-fall match, which I didn't realize that was the case, but well, it is what it is. But you guys did in fact defend the championship, so I just want to congratulate you. And big hit by Wally, and oh, what a catch! Oh man, if he doesn't make that catch, then Wally might have just drawn another run. But instead, it's an out. I saw that. Oh, you did. I mean, great hit there by Wally. It just wasn't far enough. But you also have to credit the left fielder, because he went a long way to get that ball. And he hits this one. And whoa. He gave it a ride, but not far enough. And now it's time for the 7th inning stretch. I'm going to stand up now.
Jacob Webb gets the call from the pen to take the
all right, so coming in is Jacob Webb. I understand that he has his own website, and it's called the World Wide Web with 2 B's. But then, of course, you have Rockhawk, who has already hit 2 home runs. Joker was smart to pair us up. Yeah. And Jamar, of course, he only wants to become the best player that he could ever be. And of course, Webb does not want to give up a trifecta to Rock, as Rock has been the one guy that has consistently killed him. So, of course, Webb knows full well what he's getting himself into. Or so I would think. And this could be far enough. Oh, it falls, but Wally was trying to make a big catch, but he missed it by just a few inches. And that's going to result in a double for the Rock. Yeah, you could say he is rock solid.
To the plate now, Harrison Bader, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Yeah.
1-0 pitch. High and deep to
and a good hit.
right. A ball that's carrying.
But this could be, no, not far enough. But that's going to advance the runner at second
Make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
to get to third. So now there's a runner at third in El Mundo Sosa. No relation to Sammy Sosa. And you know what? I saw pictures of Sammy, and he's like so light compared to how dark he was in skin tone. Because when I saw him, I was like, is this really the same man? Because he was so, you know, not to say he was as white as Michael Jackson was, but man, he just looked so much lighter that it was not even funny. Because, again, like I said, I was so used to seeing him when he was really dark. And a hit to beat the shift, and that's going to bring in another run. 5-1, St. Louis. I told you, it's crazy, right? Yeah, crazy the fact that the pinch hitter got the job done.
You see a 3-run lead, and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that saves situation.
And that scores Rockhawk from third.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does, because, Nero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a safe situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the ninth, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Tommy Edmond is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
I meant Sosa. Yeah, you did. You talked about Sosa and how light he is.
And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. It's going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, you got to get rid of it quick.
The 0-2
2 is the count. And, well, he didn't really have to swing at that one, but he still made contact. Still, same count. But, man, like I said, Sosa was so light. Like, you could have been in a dark room and he would have lighted up.
The 1-2.
No, that's out.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. The 2-2.
And so far, Edmond is doing a great job as far as St. Louis is concerned on, you know, working Mr. Webb.
2-2. And that one never threatened.
So now it's a full count.
Full now to 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home.
And a swing and a miss, and that will be a strikeout. In fact, that's the first one for Webb, but
there's a good chance it's on the ground for a
but of course, the Cardinals have had a great game. I mean, this was a game they needed to win. I mean, they lead by 4 runs in a game that they need to have. I mean, they lose this game, this could be it. But instead, if this holds up, we are looking at a Game 3, a decisive Game 3. I mean, we already have one Game 3 in the books, especially with Detroit at Houston. So if this holds up, then we will see St. Louis at Atlanta for Game 3. So that's what's at stake in this game.
The 0-1 delivery.
1-1.
All right, so 1-1 is the count.
1-2.
Oh, just swings at that.
Out in front there.
Well, Drum, if St. Louis holds on to this lead, what do you believe the key of the game for? Well, like, what do you believe the key to winning Game 3 is going to be?
2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Red
I mean, obviously, you don't want to give up as many runs. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but
5-1.
but no, really, I mean, what will the Braves have to do to win Game 3 in order to make it to the NLCS, the National League Championship Series.
Number 15.
I'll let you think about that one. But also, bye TJ, it's getting late. I can catch the replay. Oh, not a problem, Wally. And, well, unless Atlanta comes back, we'll have to see you for Game 3 of this series. We'll see. But thank you very much, Wally.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like
Our pitching needs to be locked down. Exactly. I would think so, too.
They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Oh, yeah, and the new pitcher coming in is Jordan Hicks.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
And we'll see if Atlanta has much better luck against him than they did Jack Flattery. Couple of foul-offs. Now, of course, a one-run bomb is not going to kill you. I mean, yeah, it'll cut it down to a 3-run lead, but...
Just hung in there on that one.
But right now, Joker's making him work.
The 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 0-2.
And whoa, he swung it a bit too high. Probably should have let that one go, but he's done. So nice, a great 7-inning game, 6 Ks, 3 walks, 1 run earned, given up. So he had himself a solid game. And of course, we all know that Drum Monkey wants to deliver in the clutch, not just on the field, but also at bat. And speaking of Drum Monkey, what do you think of Drum Monkey, the character that you see in front of you? Not going to swing at that, though.
Pitch on the way.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Better control, more patience at the plate for the Braves, the Cards. They need to keep up the pitching and have a few more batters hitting. Yeah. Speranza!
He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Set. Here's the 3-2.
And whoa, what a shot! But not far enough as O'Neal gets to it. All right, so we have a pitch hitter in Travis d'Arnaud. Haven't seen too much of him, but here he is right now.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That's the ball.
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
No strike.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders. But now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
No, that's
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it. But this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
But yeah, great to see you, Speranza.
And finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Ooh, nice foul off there. But yeah, how's everything going, Speranza?
Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss at a single.
Yeah.
Strikeout retires the side. Inning
Anyway,
is
nice outing for Hicks in that half inning there. Ooh. Drum looks accurate to me, but I wouldn't wear an elbow guard and model my swing after. I modeled my swing after Kirby Puckett. I did not realize that. No, I do not want some pasta. I already ate. So, I mean, I appreciate it. But if you already made it, I'll save it for tomorrow. But but no, I'm good. I already ate, so.
In the form of outfielder Tyler O'Neill. First offering on its way. Hit out towards second.
And he hits it right to second, and they get the out at first. One down. It's always a scary situation when you're facing a pitcher that can throw 100 per mile sinker and four-seam fastball. I would think so. I mean, first of all, I wouldn't even be able to keep up with it, honestly.
First pitch coming, here it
is Ken Griffey Jr. Yeah, Ken Griffey was, like, in his prime, you know, before injuries started to ravage his career.
The 1-0.
I mean, the man in his prime was an unstoppable force. It's just that the teams that he was on, for the most part, just failed him.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
They had a couple of good teams, especially the. I mean, they had some great teams, especially the Miracle 1995 season, where they made it to the American League Championship Series. But you know, of course, they just didn't do a good job building around him. And then by the time, you know, Ken Griffey gets signed away by the Reds, and the Reds signed him to this lucrative deal to the point where, you know, I mean, they practically overpaid for him is what they did. But I don't think anybody could have foreseen the fact that he would suffer an injury at the turn of the millennium. But yeah, before that, he was an unstoppable force, was Ken Griffey Jr. I guess you could also say the same. Well, wait. Oh yeah, Prince Fielder. Yeah. It's just that my dad is more familiar with his father, Cecil Fielder. Because I was a little bit more familiar with the older, with Prince's old man. But yeah, Prince himself was great. It's just sad that unfortunately he couldn't really control his weight, and you know, Prince was really never the same after X amount of years, really.
Fastball at 96 on the radar.
Your real-life pitch set is four-seam fastball, curveball, sinker, and changeup, and wanted to learn the cutter.
And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that
but going back to what Drum said, I mean, you know, Kirby Puckett, that's another guy that, you know, after X amount of years, he just wasn't the same. And unfortunately, he had problems with his eyesight. And, you know, once he lost to that eyesight, he really couldn't play anymore. And it was just sad the fact that he, you know, that he was cut down in his prime, or probably a little bit after his prime. He hits it right to the third baseman, and they don't get him at first. Does Molina? So Molina gets himself a base hit. I'll tell you one thing: if the old man Molina does not want to win this game, like if that doesn't show you that Molina doesn't want to win this game, what does?
Turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
I mean, great run there by Molina.
Standing in now, number 18. Oh,
pretty well. Well, speaking of power, that one is gone. DKO has KO'd that ball, baby. That's his first of the postseason. And I guess he must have taken a page out of Prince because, you know, with all the money he's making with this, he's going to buy himself a little red Corvette. And maybe even wear a raspberry beret.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero.
And of course, with the Cardinals do wear red. It's just if they had worn purple, it definitely would have been perfect for Purple Rain. Purple Rain. Yes, you can generate runs without weight.
Stepping in now.
Definitely.
And here's a ball.
And Rockhawk Whoa, nice catch there by Wally. And that's the first time that Rockhawk does not get a hit. I mean, look at that. Nice, beautiful catch there by Wally Johnson. That ends the bottom of the 8th, but now it goes over to Atlanta.
Out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
A double switch. Something that's going to be going the way of the dodo, or whatever the expression is.
Following the double switch. Paul DeYoung is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Digging in will be Eddie Rosario. He's the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally.
All right, so for Atlanta, they got to score 6 runs in order, or more. They got to score six runs or more to force a bottom of the 9th. Anything short of that, and St. Louis is going to tie this series up, and we will have a decisive Game 3. And that's not to mention the Game 3 that we already were scheduled to have with Houston and Detroit.
They just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues.
So if Atlanta is going to win this series, they're going to have to score runs in bunches here.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there.
Neck issues that, oh yeah, well, neck issues would definitely do you in. Just as much as Andrew Miller just did in. I didn't even see who was the batter, but he did him in.
Freddy Freeman, lifetime against Andrew Miller. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch on its way. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
After that slider away, he must have set his sights out there because he took
the real Atlanta Braves are doing a good job this season. Well, of course, that's no surprise given that the Atlanta Braves are one of the best regular season teams. Of course, they did win the World Series last year, but like I said before, they're not known for winning a bunch of championships like the Yankees have been. But again, that doesn't take away from the fact that the Braves are, you know, traditionally a very successful franchise. I mean, they haven't had too many losing seasons, but they always seem to rebuild. And that is going to go foul. Oh, Eddie Rosario, okay.
Ready with the nothing in 1 pitch.
Another solid contact, but foul.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet.
But now we're down to 1 out to go, but instead Albies gets himself a hit. So the whole thing is going to continue. Nice solid base hit.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Now the Atlanta number 4 hitter.
And of course, Austin Riley is 0 for 3, and part of the reason why Atlanta is not even close to getting to St. Louis, but if they're going to do it, let's see what happens.
He knows his bat plane is pretty decent.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. A bouncer to the left side.
And a dribbler. Are they going to get this one? They do! And it's all over. And we are going to have a Game 3 at Atlanta. So we have 2 Game 3s. So we will see you again tomorrow, barring any other. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. At least by then, I can afford to do 2 games, as you know, tomorrow tonight I still have to go to work tomorrow, but tomorrow night, then I'll be free for the weekend.
Even up his division series at 1 game apiece. Jack Flaherty pitches well enough to get the W.
So yeah, GG's indeed, as St. Louis dominates in a game that they needed to win. And I mean the stats, they speak for themselves. Anyway, there you see a pop fly or a pop home run. But then you have Rockhawk, who had a great performance with 2 home runs, as well as a double. But then this man also pitched in a home run of his own in DKO. And of course, Miller was the guy that got the final out, and he had to use his fielding skills to get it, but he got it. And no surprise, the player of the game, and rightfully so, the Rockhawk 64. 3 for 4 with a double and 2 home runs. I mean, that has to speak for itself. 3 for 4, 2 home runs, a double, and 2 RBIs, as well as scoring 3 runs himself. I mean, that's a great performance there by Rock. A man who IRL was sick, unfortunately, but he had himself a great performance. Okay, so let's go back. And I'm surprised that that St. Louis is not going to go with Crimson Ninja, but instead goes for Miles Mikolas, and Atlanta is going to go for Ian Anderson. Interesting. Of course, the Brewers are going to send in Corbin Burns as their starter. And for New York, they're going to send in Jameson Talion. And as for Detroit and Houston, it's going to be Casey Mays and Luis Garcia. So that's what's at stake. So we have 2 Game 3s tomorrow, and we will finally close out the division series. And of course, barring any interruption, we might be able to get a stream on Sunday, because Saturday I will not be streaming I will not be streaming on Saturday, as I will be going to not 1 but 2 graduations, and these graduation parties are we don't get these very often, so I will still be in the chat for LTD and several other companies, but I won't be streaming myself. But I will be streaming on Saturday, or Sunday, excuse me. So stay tuned for tomorrow. Until then, this is the Blue Toad to Jew22 signing off, saying goodbye, and I will see you for 2 Game 3s. Peace, good vibes, and also take good care of each other, stay safe, be kind to each other, and kindness does not cost a lot. It shouldn't. So, take care, God bless, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace. See you, TJ. Yep, I'll see you too.